We follow the breaking news from central Alabama. Tornado killing at least one person, leaving a wide path of damage just north of Birmingham. One of the hardest hit communities, Fultondale, north of the city. Cleanup and search and rescue operations are still underway at this hour. At last check, at least 20 people injured. One man visiting the area talked to our sister station about his thoughts when that tornado tore apart the building they were staying in.
Hope that this wasn't the end of everything. Thankful now that it's all over. You know, the Lord protected me and able to get back to hopefully my family here in Greenville in the next day or so.
Earlier this morning, the mayor of Fultondale said people were trapped in their homes and first responders are working to get to them.
All right, we're going to head back over to Megan. She used to work in the area. In fact, that's where you came from just before you moved here in Nashville. So I know you've been watching this.
Yes, I've been watching it all night. It's been about 10 to 12 years in Alabama, so know this area very well. With that being said, it's really impacted the Birmingham Metro. Fultondale, which is about 15 minutes north of the city in Jefferson County. I was reading reports about this, and it dropped down, but between about midnight and about 12:45 is when that warning was issued, and it was expired by the time it got to Clay County. But again, Fultondale, just north of the city, saw a lot of damage with this, and the National Weather Service out of Birmingham has said that it's not about if this was a tornado. They do know it was a confirmed tornado, but they will be surveying the damage later because they have to go look at the damage to decide whether what EF scale it will be on. Now, with that being said, the images coming from this system were remarkable. I mean, this is one picture sent in to us from Adam, and he said, and I quote, he said, "Thank goodness for the weather radio because it saved their lives." That 2x4 came right through their bedroom wall, landing right on the bed, and they said that they removed themselves from the bed and headed to their shelter within minutes. So again, remarkable images this morning coming from the area. They had damage to the Hampton Inn that is right off of Deerfoot Parkway and I-65. There's a big shopping mall to the right-hand side. You may be familiar with that area if you've been traveling to and from Birmingham before, but this is again in Fultondale in central Alabama. Had a lot of structural damage. So if I, as a meteorologist, have been doing this almost 10, 12 years at this point, and it does look like this could be closer to an EF2, EF3 type of tornado. They're going to have to go survey how wide it is, how far it traveled. But from what I was reading, it stopped right before it got to Jeff State, which is outside of Center Point in the Clay Chalkville area, just outside of Trussville. So could have seen a lot more damage. But again, devastating news coming in from Fultondale this morning with one person died. So our thoughts and prayers are definitely with central Alabama this morning. Nikki.
I will continue to watch the situation in the Birmingham area. And of course, you can always get updates on air and online at WKRN.com.